This man flies home every day. One day he found that his seat was occupied by a bad boy. Just when he was about to get angry, a flight attendant moved his seat to the first class. At this time, a female CEO was being harassed by an old driver. So, she resolutely pulled the man beside her over. The old driver had no choice but to give up. On the way, Annie was concentrating on her work. But this man was very childish and kept playing with the lifting seat. Just then, the plane encountered a strong airflow. The fuselage began to shake violently. The female CEO was very scared and subconsciously grabbed the man's hand. The man did not refuse, but held her hand tighter. After the plane stabilized, the female president shyly took her hand away. At this moment, the man's heart skipped a beat. Soon, the female CEO was about to get off the plane. The man wanted to ask for Annie's contact information, but out of politeness, he simply asked her name. Looking at Annie's back as she left, the man felt very depressed. He saw the USB drive on the ground. So, he quickly unbuckled his seatbelt and chased after her. But Annie had already left in the car. Just like that, they missed each other again. The next day, Annie returned to the company. Everyone respected her very much. But privately, some people still said that she was an old woman who didn't know how to be funny. Annie didn't care. She just wanted to work hard and become the editor-in-chief of the company as soon as possible. But the boss said that he gave the promotion to Gina. The boss thought that Gina was lively and could get along well with all colleagues. Compared to Annie, she was lifeless all day long and had no vitality. Annie left angrily. She was about to use work to relieve her mood, but she found that the USB flash drive was missing. Just then, she saw a note next to it. The note was left by the man. Soon, Annie found the man, but the USB drive was at his home. They had to go home together. What Annie didn't expect was that the man's car was an electric car. The man found out that Annie didn't know how to wear a helmet, so he hurried to help. However, this scene happened to be discovered by Annie's colleagues. From their perspective, the two were kissing. The female president and the poor boy were kissing. This is simply big news. The next day, Annie returned to the company as usual, but her colleagues all looked at her and laughed. This made Annie very confused. At this time, her friend handed Annie a photo. After seeing the photo, Annie was shocked.